Imagine being 11 years old in grade school and your mother is so ashamed of your body and how you look. She makes you drink diet shakes and you end up puking in the bathroom for several periods because they made you sick. You don't have to imagine that because, baby, that was me.
Hello? Girl, that's so weird. You are
She ain't never met no one who talk like that. And if you hang up on a nigga.
Hi, my name is Tessa and welcome back to my channel. If this is the first time you're seeing me, guys, welcome. And by the title, you already know I'm going to be talking about stuff to deal with my kind, okay? Obese women, fat women, thick women, as some of us like to say, okay? I decided to make this video because I realized, especially in the last 3 years, there has been like an uptick in content relating to body, but also like in a sense of like fat shaming, right? And I
eat a plate that look like this. You couldn't even pay me $1 million to do this.
Do you do any cheat days? No, you've had a cheat life. No more cheating for you. No cheating for you. You're done. I used to eat 5 meals and I still gain weight. You ate 5 big back meals. You're gonna eat 5 little back meals. You'll eat less. With your 5 meals you were eating, did you make your meals, cook them without oils and butters, measure them out on your food scale? No. You just ate 5 times a day? Well, you're psychotic. Why did I say you've had enough fruit? Because you've had more fruit than anyone you know. One thing about you love that fruit and your back is still big. So put the fruit down. So much you're always hungry too. You eat cake, pizza, sausage, and soda. You look like you do. Why? Go to the kitchen.
I honestly hate to bring up fat shaming because I feel like I don't want to say, oh, it's fat shaming because I don't want people to be like, it's because you don't want to run on a treadmill, you big behemoth. And I don't want anyone to say that to me. So I generally just label criticism as like kind of self help. But I don't want to do that anymore because I don't know if you guys know, but the woman that looks like Tony Childs that's talking about like Ezekiel bread, don't get it twisted. I think she's a beautiful woman, and the part why I think she's beautiful is because she looks like Tony Childs. I'm not gonna lie, and I love Tony Childs so much. Love that girl down, okay? But what I will say is that the approach to what she's doing is definitely like a harmful one, especially with a woman that has struggled with her body weight and just her body image for years, right? And I titled this, oh, this is why you're fat, is because I also want us to reflect and take some personal accountability because the reason why I'm fat and you're fat is because we have let people talk down to us like this for a very long time, right? And I want you to stick with me when I say this, right? Because the only reason why she has such a big platform and why she says the thing that she say and she garners views is because a lot of you guys, and I was in that position and I'm still currently digging myself out of that hole, is because you guys want to be talked down to. At the end of the day, you guys hate yourself because you're fat, and at the end of the day, regardless if you want to lose or gain weight, you shouldn't shame your current body or what you're in because you hate yourself. You hate being fat, you hate being big as hell, and it's okay. It's okay to understand, like, I have these insecurities, but what makes you fat as fuck is you letting a woman talk down to you about your fatness. Now, I'm not really on TikTok like that. I honestly stopped watching a lot of TikTok and Instagram videos because I feel like mental health is always good, right? Good for my mental health. But I wanted to come on here because I just feel like we're missing the plot. We're missing the plot of like what actually is going on. For me personally, right? I have PCOS and also, well, I just recently found out I have PCOS, girl. It was crazy. And I also take like these pills. They were prescribed by the lady, the doctor, or whatever. And I have had issues where I have had eating disorders. I have, been on diet since I was yay high, okay? Like 9, 10, 11, right? So I've always had that struggle with my body. And I'm going to post pictures of like my body throughout the years so you guys can get like an understanding of like what I mean, especially with like my weight and how I kind of let people put like poison into my head about like how I looked. Me just feeling overall unworthy because I didn't like how I looked. I didn't like not even just my body, but just like my face. I had acne, yeah. Like, and I would always get put down about myself through family and myself. I was about to say friends, but friends and like people in school didn't really put me down as much as like myself and my family did. So I'm gonna just say family and like myself through like social media and shit. But I really came here to say, like, the reason why you are big as hell and I'm big as hell is because you're letting people dictate what that means to you. And by no means am I saying, eat until you expand and you can't move and you have to be on 600-pound life. Like, what's their name again? Tammy? The Tammy sisters? I guess so, but don't be like them. I'm not saying to be on 600-pound life. Don't be dense. But what I am saying is that if you want to make a change in your body or whatever it is, stop beating up yourself so bad, because it's not going to change any outcome if you hate yourself. You can't hate yourself through it, because there have been times where I have been smaller and bigger, but like I still hated myself. I still hated my body. My family was still judging me about how little I did eat, or if I ate too much, and it just felt like I couldn't win no matter what, because my self-worth was on those people and what they said to me. But then I realized that I don't give a fuck what they gotta say, and their opinion means little to me, because what have they done for me to even give a crap about anything they're talking about? Exactly. The people that are talking down to you don't love you. Like, let's be honest here. Even like, I hear when people say like bullying works, and I know it's gonna be like a weird comparison, because some of you might not know this, but there was like this guy named Danny Aaron's, right? And he had like a hunchback. And I remember like this guy Ethan from Sideman. I love Sideman, by the way, but he was like bullying works, because Ethan got the not Ethan, but Danny got the veneers now and he looking good. But like, bullying really doesn't work, because we don't necessarily know his circumstances on like why he got there, and all just like the mental gymnastics that he had to do to get himself in that position. So that's why, especially with the Tony Childs lady and the lady with the low vibrational plate, she cracked me up for a very long time. I was kind of just like, this has to be some type of kink. Like, do you guys like being disrespected? Like, I'm starting to think that people who have self-esteem issues have like a humiliation kink, because there's no way that you can follow somebody that's advocately telling you that there's something wrong with you because you're that size. Don't get me wrong. There's a lot of times where you have to tell somebody, put down a damn fork because you eat too much. You know what
Period.
I mean? But in situations where you are trying to change, or in order for you to change your mindset, even about losing weight or even gaining weight, it starts in the mind first. And then it reflects on the outside, right? If you're dealing with a lot of self-esteem issues, of course you're not gonna lose weight. Like, girl, what the hell?
What the hell? What the hell? What the hell? What the hell? What the hell?
Or of course you're not going to gain weight, because you hate yourself so bad. And even when you get to that point where you are that way, you're not going to see yourself for who you are. During quarantine, I was 16, by the way. I was like 16, 17, by the way. I was wearing waist trainers for 12 hours a day. 12 hours a day. I could have died. I was wearing waist trainers in my sleep. I was eating once a day and working out twice a day. This was during quarantine. Who said I could do that? And that's what I'm saying. And even then, I'm gonna show you pictures of how I look. I still thought I looked fat. The weight that I am now is the weight that I thought I was. Like, now I actually am like really big, and I'm like, damn, like I'm gonna like lose weight, but this time I'm gonna do it like the healthy way, right? I'm not gonna try to kill myself because I want to look like the version of myself that my mom wanted me to look like, that my family wanted me to look like, or what I seen on like Instagram. Not knowing that these women had gone through 10 rounds of BBL and liposuction. Like, no. And so I took my body for granted and not really enjoying myself. Oh my God, let me tell y'all a story. So this was in college, right? And I was so insecure about myself. Me and this girl were going to the event. And also, I doubt anybody that I know is watching this for real, but people that I used to be like in college that I used to be cool with, and I'm not really cool with them like that for many reasons, but one of the reasons is because I just wasn't secure in myself, in the sense of like I just wanted to hide from the world. And I think that also translated into a lot of my friendships at college. Yes, the people at my college were weird as shit. Don't get it twisted. It was weird, okay? But I think what prompt me to not go forward is because I wanted to just hide myself and my body a lot. So that was a little disclaimer, but continue. I literally beating myself up about how it looked all the time. We were supposed to go to this event at the school, right? It was kind of like a culture event. They were like doing dances and stuff. It was cute. And so we were supposed to dress up. I got dressed, whatever. I came back and I didn't want to take pictures either. And then the girl I was cool at the time, she was like, "Oh, you should take pictures." Da da da. I did. I'm gonna put the picture up in here. This is so crazy because I literally don't want to be vulnerable, but I have to because I feel like me being vulnerable helps somebody else. So, okay, I'm gonna post a picture. Like, yo, seeing myself hurts so bad. Like, it used to hurt so bad. Like no, that specific picture, I hate that picture, but I kept it because I was just like, fuck it, we ball, like, you know. But like when I got back to my dorm that day, I sat. I wish I could find the video. If I find a video, I'm gonna put it in here. I'm literally crying right now because I literally hate the way that I look. And it is so crazy because I've gained so much weight from just like life hitting me hard. And like, I'm so mad that I look how I look right now. Like, when I wasn't fat, I used to think I was so fat and I used to like fucking starve myself. Like, and now that I'm actually fucking big, I actually don't know what to do. Like, I feel like my life in my world is just crashing down. Like, but I sat in my dorm and I was just like crying. Like, I felt so bad for myself because, like, now I'm looking back on it, I really wish I had someone to just hug me because I was crying because I was just like, "You're so fat, bitch." No, like, it was really, I'm like, this has to be a mental illness because I was just like, why can't I love my body and love myself? Like, what's going on with me? Like, even when I weighed less, I still didn't like my body. So I was just like, what's going on? Like, do I need therapy? And honestly, what brought me to understand like why I was fat in the first place is because, as I said before, I let people get in my head and poison me and poison the very thing that made me me. You know what I mean? I let people dictate like how I should eat, how I shouldn't eat. Like, you're not no doctor. Like, mind your business. Like, you're not a doctor. If you want to be a doctor, go to medical school and major and do all that shit in nutrition and then come talk to me. But you're not a doctor, so don't tell me what to do. But like how to handle myself. And as a result of that, I kind of made people like treat me any type of way because I just didn't love myself, right? And I feel like you wouldn't know that if you knew me. Only if you knew me like for real, like you would know. But I feel like on the outside, I don't portray that and I try not to because it's annoying, you know? And I feel like for me, what helped me or what's been helping me is like getting people out of my life that don't serve a purpose. And I and like, you wonder how that relates to weight, but just hold on because as I said, everything is mental. Everything is about your, your external group. So you have to see the vision. Okay, when you're around people that don't appreciate your worth, right, that don't necessarily really celebrate you, you're also going to internalize that and feel like you're not supposed to be celebrated, especially if you care about the people that you're around, right? For me, I did. Like, I cared too much about the people around me and I didn't care enough about myself. But now it's like the opposite. Like, I'm not going to lie to you. I think this is the less time I've had like with any type of friends or any type of like family, and I feel the most within myself because I'm not giving away all that energy to different people. And that's why I was really fat. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm still big, but trying to like work out and eat a little bit healthier, guys, and manage my PCOS. But it's a situation where I don't really feel overwhelmingly insecure and I'm able to move and operate myself because of the people, because I don't have those type of people around me. Now it's up to me to actually find new people. So I am scouting, guys, in my life that actually are going to celebrate me with whatever version I am, and I don't feel like they're judging me, whether they say it verbally or not. Like, no lie, sometimes I can feel the judgment and I'm like, I don't want to be here. Like, I don't. So that's why I'm coming on here and I'm like, the reason why you're fat is because You're letting people poison you. You're letting what other people have to say about you dictate your actions. Yes, you should get healthier. Yes, if you want to lose weight, lose weight if it's good for your health. Don't get it twisted now. I'm not telling you not to go on that treadmill. So don't put words in my mouth, okay? Be like Kiana said, I don't have to go on that treadmill. Yes, you do. Run, ho. I'm saying this to myself because child, I've been slacking and working out because whew, Lord, it's been busy. It's been a busy month. I can't lie. But but I digress. I say all of this to say, at the end of the day, when you're talking about being fat and when you're talking about wanting to make a change, there has to be a connection between those two. You cannot hate your body to success. I don't care what anybody tells you. It may work for a year or two, even 5, but you're going to relapse and you're going to go back down that path that you were before because you didn't get it done mentally first. Things will happen. Weight fluctuates is based on hormones, events in your life, everything, stress. So you're not gonna stay the same weight for the rest of your life. Some people do. Congratulations, bitch. But we're not talking about you. And as a result of that, you're going to have moments where you don't feel yourself and you have to rely back on that self-worth that's within you first, right? I'm not a heavily religious person, but I do pray, and I know sometimes people use that, but I'm telling you that you want to be able to call upon yourself. You want to have that strength to find within yourself, so you know, like, if anything happened or anything changes, you know who you are inside. You know who you are inside. You can call back on that like inner strength, and that's what it is, y'all. It's not too much to it. It's not too much of a recipe, guys. It's just that it's a long process and it takes time to learn how to completely love yourself. And honestly, even talking about that, even extending it to like romantic relationships, a lot of the time, and I'm speaking for women and men, right? Because both of them, because people be hating on the big niggas, okay? But a lot of the times when you are big and when you are fat, okay, people in relationships also do like to clown you and do kind of like to test your self-esteem and know like, okay, if she's bigger, she must not be getting a lot of play or anything like that. First of all, any nigga, sorry, any guy, any woman that plays with you and you're big because they think like they can get one up on you because you're big, spit on them. Like, I don't know what's going on in the world, but you need to spit on them. Don't let anyone try to play with you because you're big. Like, oh, you're probably insecure because you're big. Even if you aren't insecure, what? So what? We all have our things. Some people are insecure about their damn forehead. Some people are insecure about their teeth. Like, don't let anyone shame you because of your body size and make it seem like you're not worthy of love or anything, because that's untrue. You are worth a lot. You are worth a million stars and a million moons, okay? So don't let anyone shame you into that. And one of the reasons that I added the clips, especially from like the Tony Shaw lady and the lady with the low vibrational plate, is because I also want to change just the mindset around when we're talking about food and eating and just like body positivity. I just want us to be able to cheer people on to a successful health journey and understanding that we may have setbacks, but we want to improve. And this is not even for like losing weight, right? But also for gaining weight, because I know like a lot of people do struggle with that, and then it leads them to have like different insecurities that I obviously cannot relate to because your girl been big, okay? So I never had a desire to gain weight, so I can't say on that. But what I will say is that the same applies for everything and for that aspect too. When we're talking about being positive or being body positive, we want to also understand that it encompasses everything, right? We don't want to leave anything out because it doesn't fit our narrative of what we think it should look like, right? We should all be striving and actually helping one another instead of tearing people down saying like, oh, you shouldn't eat because you're so big. Like, girl, sit down. Like, that doesn't do anything. From a person that's been on restrictive dieting, like, I was eating one meal a day and working out twice, wearing waist trainers for 12 hours a day, and I couldn't get out of the 200-pound range. Like, it was actually insane. Like, I couldn't drop not one weight. Like, it's like once I got to like 210, 205, like, and I was trying to do that consistently for months. My body was like, girl, like, you're not gonna lose another drop of weight until you get your shit together. And I was a child and I didn't really understand that, and it kind of just led me to kind of give up on trying to even lose weight, because I'm just like, nothing's happening, you know what I mean? And then, college started, shit got real, and then I ended up getting like 50 pounds. But I am gonna do my weight loss journey and stuff like that. So I'll bring you guys along for that. But yeah, I say all of this to say that nobody's journey is linear, and linear. The fuck am I linear? Alright, you know what I mean, straight, nigga, whatever. Nobody's journey is a straight path, and so I don't want anyone to sit here and think like, oh, you're a failure because you've been working out and you haven't dropped a pound yet. It's okay. You just need to keep pushing and keep moving forward. And the reason why you're fat is not because you're fat, is because of your perception of yourself and how you're letting other people treat you. There should not be a creator online talking about you're a big bitch and you need to go lose weight, and you're like, you're feeding into that in your mind all the time. And it doesn't even matter because you feel sorry for yourself, or you're not even going to go to the gym anyways. You need to be feeding yourself with positive shit like, okay, I can go to the gym today, I can do this, instead of actually feeding your shit with negative. Like, it's got to a point where we need to reshape on how we think about body positivity and how we go about things, and understanding positive and negative reinforcements. Like, let's be honest here, because a lot of times what end up happening is like, you lose, like, say you lose 100 pounds, right? And I've seen this in a lot of no, I don't want to talk shit, but like, I've seen this in a lot of creators where you try so hard to lose weight, right? Okay, you lose weight, you lose about 150 pounds. And that happened to me too, where you like lose a lot of weight and then you kind of end up gaining some of it back. And it was just like, what was this? And it's kind of like an endless cycle of like losing, gain, because you're not addressing the issue. The issue is here. The issue is you don't really care about yourself, and your self-esteem is low as hell. Like, let's be honest here. Like, we need to start going back to therapy. Like, like, there needs to be a revolution. Like, we need to start going back to therapy. I'm not even going to tell you, well, go to church if you want to go to church, but therapy, like, we need to start doing introspection, because that was one of my issues. Like, I'm like, oh, why can't I just need to stick to a diet or stick to whatever? Girl, it's because you don't love yourself. Like, you hate yourself, girl. Like, you think you're so big. Like, oh my God. Like, that's the reason what it is. Like, I don't like myself enough to change. And not even that, I'm letting other people and what they got going on dictate my life and my body, instead of actually trying to make a change for myself and only myself. Like, who cares about a relationship? Who cares about what family has to say? Shit, who cares about what your negative thoughts or your friends have to say? Like, it doesn't matter. It's about you and your body. Like, at the end of the day, this is your body, right? And you have this until you kick the bucket. So you have to make sure you take care of it. And I know it's, coming from me, it's a girl with my size is gonna be like, girl, what the hell, But I know a lot because I've been through all these cycles, and right now I'm trying to end completely the cycle with actually loving myself enough to do what I say I want to do, and truly doing it. But I take you guys on a journey with my weight loss. It's gonna be cool. Also, I have a business. It's called Healthcare Guardians. I wrote a book. It's based off of healthcare. So please go check it out. I will link it in the description below. And I love you guys. Ciao.
She ain't never met no one who talk like that. And if you hang up on a nigga.